Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So today we are doing a Schleich horse DIY Halloween halter. So obviously it's spooky season and I just thought this was the perfect time to make some spooky Halloween themed tack for the horses. I just thought this would be a perfect video to film to start off the Halloween spirit. And I'm just super excited because this is I believe my very first DIY video. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of brand new and very exciting. I will take you all through the process of all the materials you will be needing in order to make this tack, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Before we take too long in this intro, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, to get started, you will obviously need a model of your choice. I chose to do a draft horse. I don't think I've made very many halters for draft horses. You're going to need scissors, ribbon in the color of your choice, lobster clasps and metal rings, hot glue, and obviously a hot glue gun. And of course, it's optional if you'd like to have a display, and if you have not already made a halter, that is totally okay. That is why we have this tutorial. Okay, so we're going to begin by measuring the muzzle of the horse. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and grab a decently sized amount of ribbon, and I'm doing it in the color orange. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my model and wrap this around the muzzle, and I'm going to cut halfway at the halfway point of the horse's nose. And you should have something that kind of looks like this. Now you're going to grab the metal rings. I do not actually know the name of these, I just call them metal rings, but there are all kinds of different shapes and sizes, and depending on how big your horse's face is, you're going to need like a different type of ring. I'm probably going to need the biggest one because this is a draft horse, so I'm going to go ahead and select out my rings. In all, you're going to need 6 rings. Now with the piece you cut earlier, you're going to take one of the rings and thread it through the ribbon and hot glue the end of it. Like this, and you're going to do the same process on the other side. And this is what it's supposed to look like with the 2 rings. It is optional, but now you're going to grab your different colored ribbon and you're going to cut a piece size like you did before with the orange. And then you're going to thread it through this bottom loop and then thread it through this loop as well. I'll show you. This is the first half of the step. And for the second half, you want to also make sure you're measuring how much less you need of the ribbon, and make sure you also thread it through the other loop. And on your model, it should look like this. Now that you have this, you're going to get another good sized ribbon, just so you have enough to work with. You're going to thread the ribbon through one of the loops. Very hard for me to do it with these nails. Just like that, and you're going to glue it down. You should have something that looks like this, and you are going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is what it should look like. Now you are basically going to do the exact same thing as you did here. You're going to cut this depending on the size of your horse, and then you're going to thread one of the rings on here and fold it and glue it, and so you'll have like a ring right here. I'll show you. And you should have something that resembles this. Now you're going to cut another good sized ribbon piece, and on the halter you're going to thread the ribbon through the ring that you had just put on, and then you're going to make sure it's long enough on one side. The other side, it can be a little shorter, but I'll also just show you. Now you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now you're going to grab another piece of ribbon, and with the 2 little rings, you're going to thread this purple or whatever color you have and thread it through both of the rings, and I'll also show you. So I had to change the horse because I had accidentally made the muzzle part a little too small. It may look a little crazy on this horse right now, now, but we are not fully put together. So for this next step, you're going to grab one of the threads or one of the ribbons, and you're going to take 2 of the rings and you're going to thread it through and then glue it down. And I'll also show you afterwards. And it should look a little something like this. And basically this is the finished product. I know people add an extra part down here. I don't normally do that. I just think this is pretty good as it is, and I'll show you it on the model. And this is what the final product looks like. I know this halter may be a little wonky looking. Typically my halters don't really turn out like this. I was in sort of a rush today. I do have better halters from the past. Obviously these ones are definitely a lot better. I also think it's because of the type of ribbon this is. This ribbon is not very sturdy compared to the orange ribbon. It tends to be a lot more soft, which is okay, but I think this halter turned out extremely cute and beyond adorable. And it is such a festive and Halloween halter, which I love. You are also able to make lead ropes for your halters, but I typically do not. I just kind of prefer the halter itself. But yeah, that's basically the end of our tutorial. I really do hope this tutorial helped you make your first, or if not first, but another halter. If you found this tutorial helpful, please let me know in the comments and I will make more DIY. Maybe I can make better halters in the future, just so that they are good examples for you guys. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye, lovelies.